For the last year or so, I've been trying to convince various companies that they could make a metric butt-ton of money if they simply made a Philips Hue HDMI sync box alternative. Unfortunately, every time I've suggested it, the conversation has gone something like this. Marty, it's your future, Marty! Something's gotta be done about your future! Get the f*** out of here, Doc! I'm trying to bang Jennifer! Even though you were right for the last 3 movies, I'm gonna sit here wearing this stupid gilet and shiny hat! You see, them banging Jennifers is them selling their... It's a perfect metaphor. Well, somebody finally did it! And today, I get to say thank you to Lytmi for sponsoring today's video and sending me their Neo HDMI sync box. This thing is exciting. This is the first sync box that I've seen that doesn't rely on a camera. It simply takes your HDMI feed, assesses the images, and feeds them back to your TV, but along with that, it feeds color data to the 2 LED strips, and the results are spectacular. My head could actually explode. I've done that joke too many times, so I'm not going to. He's finally taken it! Paul Hibbert says he's going to stop doing that stupid head explosion thing he does. I hate Paul Hibbert. It's ridiculous. The physical installation of this is super straightforward, as long as you're not as dumb as a brick. I'm as dumb as a brick. Get off! Get off. I'm such a moron! I've got to take them off! Oh no! Please come on. Wrong! What the f***? This doesn't make any sense. I don't know why I can't do this. It's not even that complicated. I'm driving myself mental. Stop unsticking, you bastard! Ah! Get in. Wanker. What just happened? Are you real? Get off. Get off. Get off. Get off. Get off! Get off! Why did you just fall off? DIY. My favourite. If you're not as dumb as a brick, this process is super straightforward. It's simply a case of attaching the 4 brackets to the corner of the TV. Then you attach the strip to the runners, remove their backing, and stick them to your TV. Then you plug the LED strips into the Neo box and connect one HDMI cable from your entertainment source to the Neo box, and then another HDMI cable from the Neo box to your telly. As soon as I plugged the box in, it was automatically in pairing mode. From there, it was simply a case of installing the app and then setting up an account. I live in the United Kingdom. Best place in the world, the United Kingdom. Come spend some time in sunny United Kingdom. Visit our wonderful beaches at Skegness and visit our shopping arcades in I don't know what that was. From there, you create a room and search for the device. And it was around this point that the app started to look familiar. It's Toya Smart Life! And this is the best news ever, because I already have an absolute mountain of Toya Smart Life based smart home gear. This means that, for example, I could use a door sensor on my living room door, and when I close the living room door, it could switch this box off. And when I open the living room door, it could switch this box on. I wouldn't need to do that, of course, because the other absolutely awesome thing about this box is it will automatically turn the LED strips off if the source material is turned off. That's something I haven't seen yet on other such devices. As part of the setup process, the app will give you the ability to relocate where it thinks the strips are. If you have installed them the opposite way around from what it thinks it should have been, you can tell the software and it will just start to react the way it's meant to. From there, you can alter the intensity of the effect on the LED strips from weak to normal to high, and I think you'll probably find that if you set it to normal, it will be less of a distraction. Also in the app, you can choose various effects that aren't related to the picture on the screen in case you wanted to just use them for mood lighting, and you can set solid colors. And this is where I suddenly realized just how good these LED strips are. Every color on the spectrum is super bright and incredibly saturated. And I mean it when I say this, the color saturation is as good as LIFX. You know, like the top brand on the market that is renowned for having the best color saturation and brightness, it competes with that. Every single color right the way around the color wheel is as bright as LIFX. I think I need to check out more Lytmi products. The final bit of software titillation is music mode, which, as we all know, I get very excited about. Right, first of all, why does YouTube keep advertising to me this goat-faced little prat?
Your voice says go away, but your heart wants me to make you smile.
I'm never going to click on that. With that out of the way, the light quality is out of this world. I can't stress this enough. I've had a lot of LED strips and none of them are capable of a consistent brightness for all colors. They usually struggle with purples, but this thing is kicking out a ridiculous amount of lumens right the way across the spectrum. What I have noticed in the version that I've been sent is that there is a tiny amount of lag between the picture changing and... Where are you going? Let me finish. So the version I've got is version 1.4, and I am being sent version 2.0. And the 1.4 relates to HDMI version 1.4, and the new version relates to HDMI 2.0. HDMI 2.0 has much faster data rates, and I am assured by the manufacturer that this will clear up the lag entirely. I'm hoping to have version 2.0 before I've finished filming, and if I have, here is some footage of it working. Is it faster? Without a time machine, I don't know. I'm trying to bang Jennifer! If I set the strength of the effect to normal, I don't actually notice the lag anyway. It's most noticeable when you set the effect to high. And if you get version 2.0, I don't think you're going to see any lag at all. And whichever way you look at it, this is hundreds of pounds cheaper than the Philips Hue HDMI sync box anyway. And the Philips Hue HDMI sync box doesn't actually go all the way around the screen, it only goes to the corners. Philips, why is that? Not going to cover the bottom of the screen? More than £500 for a box, a strip and a bridge? No, not going to cover that part? No, okay then, bye-bye. So aside from the very slight lag in version 1.4, what else is wrong with it? Well, because of the fact it is version 1.4, there is also no HDR. Again, this is something that should be resolved, obviously, when there is HDMI 2.0. So I'm waiting for that version to arrive on my doorstep so I can confirm it. If it arrives in time, I'll write it here, what the answer to that question is. The version I've got also doesn't support CEC, so you can't use your set-top box to turn your TV off. If that's something you do currently, you won't be able to do that with the box that I've got. This is really nitpicking because there are so many other ways to turn your TV off, either with a voice assistant using your mouth hole, or by using some other kind of automation. But if that's something you're used to doing, you won't be able to do it with this box. And finally, this point of note is not something that is wrong with this device, it's something that's wrong with most people's routers. You see, there are two Wi-Fi bands. There is 5 GHz, which was created to give you super fast speeds over a short distance, and there is 2.4 GHz, which was designed to give you reasonably fast speeds over a long distance. One is not better than the other, they are used for two different things. One is used for close proximity, quick speed, and one is used to extend the range of your Wi-Fi. Unfortunately, at some point, router manufacturers decided, 5 is a bigger number than 2, therefore 5 must be better than 2. We shall start shipping routers immediately with 2 GHz disabled. The general public will be thrilled. Great, well done. Unfortunately, almost all smart home gear that is Wi-Fi based works on the 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi band and doesn't have the ability to join your network on the 5 GHz band. Most router manufacturers these days have actually realized this and have started shipping routers with 2 GHz switched back on again. If you have a router that automatically has 2 GHz switched off, you may need to enable it. You may even need to temporarily disable the 5 GHz band so that this thing can join your router and then turn the 5 GHz band back on again. It's not complicated, Google it, I promise you it's very easy. That is it though, and I cannot sing this thing's praises highly enough. I have featured before on this channel some camera-based equivalents that watch the picture on the screen and then decide what to do with the lights, and they actually work really, really well, but there is no competing with an actual HDMI solution. The accuracy on this thing is absolutely out of this world, on top of the color saturation being just superfluous words coming out of my mouth. Honestly, I can't tell you enough how much this thing is worth buying. If you're looking for a HDMI sync box alternative, this is hundreds of pounds less than the Philips Hue equivalent, and the thing goes all the way around the screen. There are links in the description to both the 1.4 version and the 2.0 version, and Lytmi do a range of different length strips to fit your TV, so whether you've got a 55-inch TV like the one I've used today, or whether you've got like a 90-something inch TV, there is something for all occasions. That's it for this week. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. That'll tell YouTube's algorithms it was a good video, and more people should see it. If you want to see some more of this guy, hit that subscribe button and ding that bell. If you ding the bell, it lets YouTube know that you want to be notified when I upload videos. These incredible people here are my patrons from Patreon. I say it every week. I say every week that I say this every week. But without them, there would be no channel. I would have given up on this a long time ago. If you want to be one of those incredible people, you can do that at either Patreon or buy me a one-off beer at PayPal. And either way, I'll genuinely love you forever. These are my Facebooks and my Twitters and my Instagrams, and now my TikTok too. Come and watch me on TikTok being a moron. Come and hang out there and we can be best friends. See you next time. For the last year or so, whew, that was a high noise. For the last... Paul Hibbert says he's going to stop doing that head explosion thing. I bloody hate him, he's ridiculous. Come spend some time in the sunny United Kingdom. And visit our shopping arcades in... What? People's routers. You see... I don't know what I'm doing.